Press X.
What's up, guys? Day 3 here at E3 2016. We are almost on our final day of Press X.
Yeah.
Your backstage pass to E3. Garth, why don't you know what you say?
We found a place where no one can walk in front of the camera.
No one can walk in front of us here.
Yeah.
So we're in the press lounge actually, just resting our backs in a few bean bags. So taking it easy. But yeah, I saw a lot today. I'll kick us off. I actually went to PlayStation VR today.
Oh yeah.
And had my first ever hands-on with like VR.
Face on.
No, hands-on.
No, you had face on.
I did have face on. It's actually you should coin that term. So I had face on with PlayStation VR. I played 3 different games. One actually utilized that new PlayStation VR gun controller that kind of looks like a weird I don't know, like it looks kind of crappy.
Like a weird crutch.
Like a weird crutch.
Like for a short person.
Yeah. But it actually works really well in game, because the second you start looking at your gun in game, it looks like a badass gun, and you actually forget what it looks like. And actually ergonomically, it's quite well thought out in terms of like moving around and stuff. So I think it's a pretty cool piece of hardware. Cool. Then and then after that, I'm trying to think. Why don't you tell us what you saw?
I started today off with Paz.
Paz, we saw Paz. And I kicked Garth's ass 2-0, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's still angry about the Injustice beat up.
I got my vengeance.
The graphics look really good. You can see a lot of the Fox engine stuff coming through now. And when the game starts, it really looks like like you're watching on TV. It's the kind of stuff you would expect when you're watching a video. You're not playing a video game. It opens up like, hey, I'm watching Super Sport. And that's pretty cool.
They said they wanted to go for more of a broadcast type UI to the game, which I think they've done. But another interesting thing that he said is that previous versions of the game did use the Fox engine but didn't utilize it completely. Yeah. Whereas now this version is going to be completely utilizing Fox engine. And he showed us some before and after comparisons of character models from last year's version. And I mean, geez, dude, the difference is quite dramatic.
Yeah, like when you compare the two together, the one looked like something you would make in a Korean MMO, and the other one looked like a soccer player.
Yeah, I would say borderline like a next-gen leap. That's how much of an improvement the character models are. So, yeah, and it played great. Like I said, I kicked Garth's ass, so I love it. I'm a big fan. And then
my goalie, he died after the game. Mysterious accident.
Because you almost had an own goal there. But
yeah, like I said, something happened to him. I don't know.
It's not Garth's forte, soccer games. But you actually nailed an interview with Adam. What was his position on the game?
Adam Barty. He was just chatting about. So he's part of community development. So he takes a lot of the feedback from the what people feel about the game and what they want to change. And he's working really hard with the Japanese developers to like help them focus on places where they can improve, because there was a bit of talk today about how like sometimes they don't listen to what Western audience wants, and Western audience have very specific things in mind in comparison to like some Eastern developers where polish isn't as important.
Yes, that was a big point.
So like the UI is a lot more westernized, and there's a lot of strategy layer that's happening, like stuff that you would see in a soccer game, like things that those tactics, they're bringing those in so that people that are really live and breathe, this is football, they're going to play PES and be like, oh yeah, I know what this is, I want my players to do that, and I want to have a button that lets me trigger when they do it.
Yeah, exactly. Another interesting point that he made is that previous versions of the game, the goalie was too easy. You could get like 7 goals in a game without trying too hard. They've improved the goalie AI substantially in this version.
Except for my goalie.
Except for your goalie.
I think you had the new goalie and I had the old goalie.
They were comparing old and new tech. So keep making excuses. It's all good.
Yeah.
But no, PES 2017 looking fantastic. And like I said, PlayStation VR, my first experience with VR, and the technology is so mind-blowingly good in terms of immersion. I cannot wait to see what they do with it. Obviously today what we saw is almost more tech demo based, and a great experience, but I can't wait till someone gets hold of it and just runs with it, because I think it's gonna be a game changer. So that's anything else?
Hands on with Horizon Zero Dawn. It is so much fun to just shoot those things and loot their little juicy bits.
Oh gosh,
crafting.
It's been a long week.
No, it's really cool. Like he was showing, they started the presentation just before what we saw at E3. So you walk into this big village, and it's just survived an attack by a corrupted walker. And you go to the shopkeep, and he's got various weapons for sale, and they were different rarities. And they could have rune slots to modify them. And then you craft while you're playing. You craft your own ammo, and the base crafting elements is metal shards. And what's interesting is you also use it as currency. So you're literally shooting money at your enemy.
I wish my enemies would shoot money at me sometimes.
So if you shoot a whole lot of arrows at something, it's really not worth it.
Yeah.
So it's best to think about the best way to kill the enemy quickly or effectively, or you can sneak up on them and do a stealth kill. I ended up trapping a few things, like you can see where enemies are going to patrol, and because they're machines, they kind of follow a basic routine unless you startle some of them. And I've got to fight a bunch of enemies, and some of them are like, they'll run away if you attack them, and others don't care if you're nearby. And then the big ones that are gathering stuff, if they see you, they'll watch you, and if you don't leave the area, they go hostile. And they were really strong. Like one hit almost kills you at the level I was at. So you can like hit the weak points, it drops its canister, you run in, loot it, and then you belt, or you can hang around and like try to kill the other weak points while it's holding a shield to try to protect its own weak points. And then you can try to get it down. So then you really have to start using your dropping a bomb, running away, shooting the bomb as it gets close, and knowing what elemental attribute the thing's weak against, and then having the correct weapon for that.
Okay,
but
thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, very impressed. It looks like it's got a lot on the RPG side.
Does it have game of the show potential?
It does.
Oi! Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Third day of Press X is a wrap until tomorrow, which is our last day. Press X, you know it.
Every
so
time.
We'll catch you guys tomorrow for the very last Press X, your personal press pass to E3 2016. And we look forward to wrapping it up with you guys. Until tomorrow, adios.
Woohoo!